What's going on? It's BF and Kruma, the legit OG, live from the corner. I got a question I want to ask the brothers today. Now, ladies, you could definitely get something out of this, but I really want to speak directly to my young brother today. And the question I want to ask you is, who are you? And I ain't asking you your name. I ain't asking you your street corner. I ain't asking you what gang you belong to. I'm asking you, who are you? I ain't asking what your lineage is, who your family is, or what tribe your people come from in Africa. I'm asking you, what was created when God made you? Do you truly understand who you are, or are you getting cues about who you are from other people or from your environment? This is what I want to deal with today, really recognizing who we are, because a lot of the reasons all this craziness is going on in our communities, and a lot of us men have done so many negative things, is because we ain't understand who we truly were. One of the basic things I teach the brothers that sit up under me and learn is never live beneath your greatness. But when you don't understand you great, you can live in all kind of different circumstances and all kind of different filth, and you'll do all different types of things because you don't understand your own greatness. Because if you ain't great, it ain't nothing beneath you. But you got to learn when something is beneath you. You got to have some kind of epiphany moment or something when you realize this life that I'm leading ain't leading me to the life that I really want. It ain't really leading me to these goals that I got. It ain't really leading me to the paper that I'm really trying to get. Because if you out here in the corner buying an 8-ball quarter every week, what you really doing? Where you really going? I'm going to tell you one of my epiphany moments, right? About 11 years ago, I caught 2 DUIs back to back. Had to go do 3 days in jail. So I go turn myself in. I go through the receiving room like 2 days. I get to the quarantine block. And those of you who've been through the jail system, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So I get to my cell. I got my little bag, my toothbrush, my blanket and everything. They take me to the multi-purpose room. There's 4 beds in there. They all taken. And they point to this banana boat that's on the floor and say, this is where you gonna sleep at, on this little banana boat with a little piece of something in it. Now, if this was back in the day when I was still in the streets, I'd have been like, man, take me to the home. And I ain't sleeping in no banana boat, but I was older then, and I only had to stay there for one more night. So I'm like, cool. So I go into the day room, see some people in there I know, busted up with them. Now it's time to lock down. I go in my cell, and I lay down in this little banana boat. And right then and there, I'm like, this beneath me. I don't belong here, and there ain't nowhere in the world I was created to be sleeping in a multi-purpose room with 4 other men, and I'm on the floor in a damn banana boat. It ain't nowhere in the world that's for me. But see, this is the real problem with this story. Even though I had that epiphany, it's a bunch of other brothers who was in there who didn't. The reason I know, because that's who I was prior to that. Back in the day when I was in the streets, we gonna go, we gonna bid. This is what we gonna do. We gonna go to jail. We gonna get shot. This is what's gonna happen to us. And I was cool with it. But then as I began to learn who I really was, as I began to learn my greatness, my talents, my gifts, see the impact that I can have on people, see the change that I can make in the world, I went to jail for 3 days and said, I can't do this no more. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. So you got to have that epiphany moment yourself somewhere to figure out what's beneath you. Things that you should not be doing. Let me see if I can make this a little more plain, right? Let's say you rolling up some weed and somebody like, yo, you got some coke in there? How you gonna respond? Nigga, what do I look like with coke in my blunt? Because you understand that is beneath you. You understand, or you at least feel like you are higher than somebody supposed to be smoking some coke. But how many other things are beneath you that you probably don't even recognize? How many other things done got normalized that we celebrate, that we put on a pedestal that's really beneath you, but you're not recognizing it as beneath you? You acting like it's something that you're supposed to do. Dudes big say, yeah, I just came home, I just did 5 years. What's cool about that? We be acting like it's sterile to be in jail, but have any of you ever been in jail? Do you feel thorough when you in jail? Do you feel thorough when they telling you when to go to bed, when you can shower? Do you feel thorough? The only people who feel thorough in jail is crackheads who come in there and clean themselves up and get a job, get a little clean, get a haircut. But if you was thorough before you went in, you don't feel thorough in jail. Why we feel thorough about doing time? That's because you don't recognize your greatness. You don't understand who you are. That's a deep question. That question runs deeper than names. That question runs deeper than family. It's something that you got to really tap into to really try to figure out who you are, but most importantly, who you are not. You're not your environment. You are not what everybody says you are. You are not even what you've done. So that's the question I'm asking the brothers today. Who are you? It's BF and Nkrumah, the legit OG. Let's build.